Welcome to the Will This Podcast. We live again. How y'all doing, man? Hey, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back once again for you. Wonderful, gorgeous, beautiful, lovely, articulate, respectful, delightful people. Hey, man, check me out, man. Listen up. This show, life is a living lesson. Yeah, I'm here to tell you. It's a whole lot of things that like to show us exactly the moves that you are supposed to make in life. You always address any adversary or any adversarial situation. It's called being thorough. And if that's not good enough, you have to have other things to do. Life is good. You just have to figure out how good you want it to be. You see, you always have to be thoughtful, very thoughtful of your next move. Sometimes when you don't even see things coming, man, things hit you like a curveball. Bow! You're like, oh man, I ain't see that coming. I really didn't. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do? You always have to be you, stand up for you, make sure you are equipped for any form of battle that comes against you. How do you do that? You ask, Danny D, how you do that? Damn, the whip, how you get down like that? Well, first of all, it's called being accountable. Second of all, it's also being truthful. Very, with a strong sense of integrity. You always have to be aware. Whatever you do, you have to be aware. But when you know you are knowledgeable of who you are and what you are, those are your best tools to make sure you come shining through, regardless how anything comes out. Battle is battle. Situations and adversity. Adverse situations are things that make you very uncomfortable. Make you say, I don't like that. I don't like how that's been presented to me. And then you got to say, wait a minute, that's fair. Okay, fair, that's fine. That's just fine. Um, how do I present myself with the truth? Always put yourself in a position where you can stand on who and what you are at all times. That's called integrity. You understand? That's called being honest. It's called being okay with outcomes, even if they don't favor you, because you have to carve out another path at that point. You see what I'm saying? If that's what it takes. But sometimes, things work out well. Well, when you're honest, all things do go in your favor because you were just that honest, able to be favorable simply because you know who you are. You know your the truth about you. See, when you know your truth, that's all you got. You don't need a watch. Uh-uh. You already know your timetable. You understand? You already know how things operate because that's a spiritual essence and understanding how to be your better self. And you always deal with you by facing who? Well, who better than you? You're the only person you got to deal with every day. Other than people that rely on you, love you, they spring off. Their life is better because you win it. Why ever be down on yourself if you got those type of equations that are always knocking at your door? Whether it be your children, your spouse, your mother, your father. I talk about family a lot. This a grown up show, but it's for you and me. You dig? We all, we all in this thing together, man. That's why we do this. That's why we do this, because we know how to be us and unapologetically us. But you have to explain yourself if you ever have to deal with adversarial situations, and you have to have the paperwork, you have to have the alignment, you have to have the ideology, and you also have to have the proof, your references. When somebody trying to line you up, man, you gotta be prepared. When they try to line you, when I line myself up because I cut my own hair, I don't do barbershops. Phobia. Sorry. All this is me. I don't know how to. I don't. I don't like unclean clippers, and I'm not saying barbershops do that. I'm not. I don't even know what's no. I don't call out names, but I had to perfect something for myself because I don't sensitive skin. Yeah. Cleanliness too. So but when I line myself up, I have to be precise. And I messed up sometimes. Y'all might be like, "Well, yeah, now I'm like, all right, that's fine. I know. I think it look all right, but that's cool, cool, whatever. I'm not your cup of tea. Who gives a shit? I don't care, man. You. Anyway, uh, all I'm trying to say is, man, when we together trying to, balance something, you have to be forthright. Is all I'm saying. Have your ducks in a row. Be be precise, and also be responsible and adherent. Because these are things they call manners, man. You can't. Sometimes, when you're in a situation of adversity, it ain't time to do this. It's time to do this. Okay. Sit back, listen, observe. You have two ears and one mouth for a reason. I like to talk too. I know y'all can tell that. But anyway, but dig straight up. Uh, Never a better time to listen when you have to. But you also there are ways of listening that we need to really understand. Okay, listen requires you to do just that. It's a skill set. So so they say, damn man, you're right, because uh, you got two ears and one mouth. You see that interchangeability goes both ways, because sometimes the person that's think they're in the most authoritative position, they are the ones most of the time that are least uh, interested in listening. They have more authority than you. They don't have to listen to you. You're a peon. You're nothing unless you know you're something. There's a certain complexion that we have. You know, you know what I'm saying? A certain complexion. So you always in a position when you are in certain areas of activity that you have to say, oh, okay, yeah, all right, I get it. Because you already know with confidence and knowing that you're in a good environment, you the one that's being defensive. Wow. Oh, see, hit dogs holler. That's a swing for you, huh? Wow. You know what I mean? You know why? Because y'all thought I was gonna go into some defensive. Oh my God, I'm a victim. No, man, you are not a victim. You're a victim of your circumstances for not being who you're supposed to be, yourself. It's okay with being yourself. You know why a lot of people don't know how to be themselves? Because they don't know how to stand up for themselves. And goodness knows I don't like a bully. I think bullies are worthless. They are full of ego and always got to get their point across just to make you feel small. You understand? Like you've never been through anything. Okay, look how I've made it. I've brushed my shoulders off, buddy. Okay, okay. You're cosplaying, you know that, right? Nobody ever does anything alone. We all have what you call shortcomings, you know, in the eyes of others. But what if you're the type of person don't that does not really allow other persons' views of them as far as them believing that you have a shortcoming? That's a perception. Hmm. It's entirely too many successful people that are have a brain of their own and they can still function within a organization, can still function within a setting. Uh, it's called discipline. People have it. But when you challenge people and you don't understand their life, and you don't even get to explain this. You don't get to explain what if the world was like that for you every day. Never, even if things go good or bad, and it's just you're the status quo. So they just got to check a box and say you, regardless of this, you are not good enough because you are in this category. Wow, man, it's like chattel. So imagine if you never had the ability to know how to defend yourself. What if you never had the ability to muster up the adversity to say, let me explain? There's an explanation for this. Would you listen or would they listen? This is funny, because there's a broad audience that I have, right? A lot of subscribers. Let's do an exercise. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. Those that you want to judge, allow them to judge you. Oh yeah. Ain't that some? You we love judging, but don't want to be judged. I don't judge nobody, man. I don't know your story. Matter of fact, y'all know more about me than I know about you already. See? Come on, man. Back up off of judging people so much. You're not the only one that has horror stories. You're not the only person that has ever existed with some form of trauma. America is walking around with a great deal of trauma. I'm a very spiritual person, so I can feel it in my bones. I really can. So, you know, we do a lot of things in life that help us cope. Drinking water, eat good food. You know, some people like to take a drink, some people like to take a smoke. Some people like to do uh, gummies. Some people like to cook food that is very comforting. Because in these horrible, troublesome times that we're in right now, a lot of us need a lot of comfort. That's why I ask us to just take it easy on each other, man. I really mean that. I to be in a position to give a strong positive message to a great deal of people, regardless if it's 100 or 2,000 or 200,000, a million, it doesn't matter, man. Like seriously, I'm old enough to know how to be responsible. You dig? Like my life, my whole life has been a lesson, and I'm not done. That's why, I'll be like, yeah, I'm 45. Man, I ain't old. I'm really like 28. My mama really like 42. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I feel because I have to take care of myself specifically, and I have to do that by knowing what myself inside and out. You understand? There's a lot of people know me that they watch the show now. They've known me in my youth. Yeah, ain't too much difference, man. I little skinnier and face is a little, slender and I'm a lot grayer. But I feel good. I really do feel good. I feel good inside and out because it takes a lot of work to get to a place to where you can feel that way, emotionally, spiritually, connected. And you got to have the proper outlets. You also have the proper intakes too. See, a lot of people don't understand. They put a lot of labels on natural substances, a lot of labels on natural substances, but also um, because the known thing is abuse, and people they don't no longer cope; they become addicts. But that's when they got no real balance. So you have to balance all of your equations. We got a lot of books we talk about. We go talk about chakras, and how that crown that it's a pineal and a pituitary gland, and you're vibrating. You know, you have to understand yourself, like I said, inside out. Things that come out of me are from the root of me. You dig? I mean, think about what I'm saying. It's called life learning lessons. When you understand things clearer, you're able to be more projecting with your meanings. Like I hope I'm being specifically, So, a lot of people would understand about, the life and times of people like of a Jesus or a Krishna or a Dionysus or we got these indigenous stories over here. You got to read books like the Popavu. The Aztecs have a story, the Mayan, the Inca, the Olmec. So understanding like the variables of life and the times of things, they have roots just like you and me. You know, So back to these equations of what make people, get these life lessons. First of all, it's experiences. It's going through adversity and not hiding from it. It's running through it. It's being precise, responsible, and accurate. And then if that's not good enough for some people, then you just gotta keep moving forward because everybody wants to align character with something negative or false. So they want to add something to your character to say that's who you are and that's what you are and that's how you that's what you guys do. I mean, this is the stereotypical perspectives of that people like me wear. My counterparts don't wear. So regardless of how wonderful they say I am, you know, all I'm saying is I love people and we all have to get to know each other differently through due due to the we have been through Trump, we done been through Biden. Well, first of all, I mean, let's be honest, man. For black folks, we've never been really lived in a fully democratic society ever. We get labeled, we get called out, we get destroyed, annihilated. You can even have done a great job all day, but a technicality can take your job. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know it's true. You know it happens. It's happened to me a few times, just to be honest. But what I do, I keep moving forward. So if something has happened to you and happened to you, and not even the same reason at all, it's always something though. You know what I mean? And you got to keep moving forward. because keeping a negativity about anything is non-productive. It doesn't have a place in your life. Being non-productive should never have a place in your life, specifically. But when you love what you do and you have a passion about what you do and you love doing it, you don't want somebody to take that away from you. That's it keeps you sharp. It keeps you abreast. It keeps you learning. It keeps you uh acclimated. It also keeps you fellowshipped, but also you want enough room to be great on your own. Those are the things that make you move, keep you moving in life. So it's called time maximization. Maximize your time properly because it's giving you it's a gift. Times have changed now, and even in these gifts, as 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 also privileges as well. Privileges are meant to be used properly. If you're a gift, if you're a gifted person that has a gift that you give, or a gift that you exchange with, because that's what a job is. It's an exchange of talents, nothing more. I exchange my talent for money, not a way of life for you. I do incorporate into my way of life. It's the difference. I try to do a stellar job every day because I actually have a day job. I won't reveal, but I have a day job. So understand this. I give my best foot forward every day I can because that makes me feel good. And you know what? When you got uh, teammates and they're part of your daily life, they come through for you when you come through for them. I'm telling you, all these things work. It doesn't mean you have to be outside of anything to be yourself, but you have to be a thorough you. Don't run from no sides of you. Don't run from no equations. Hey, this is a sacrifice. It's putting it on the line. People get to know you, know things about you, get to discover you. Oh man, I didn't know you think like that. Wow. Hey man, I know a couple things. I do read. I'm a pretty humble guy, but I know what I know, and I don't have a belief system. Let's just be clear. I'm extremely spiritual, but I've done away with belief a long time ago. I believe in me. I believe in people that are good. But why would I believe in something that doesn't align with me? I believe they would do something to me. So that keeps my distance from them. But I said them, meaning people that are not like me. And that has nothing to do with skin color at all. My tribal members are global. It's called indigenous people. I have a whole nother different kind of clan of folks. You know what I'm saying? My folks are indigenous. They're globally indigenous. You know, that's how I get down. Like I deal with the globally indigenous. That's in America. That's in everywhere in the world. I love the globally indigenous because we have a shared story, and we do have a lot of people. Either they're pale skinned or lighter or olive complected. They're smart enough to get it. They're actually on our side. So I don't have a whole lot to fear because I tell the truth. I ain't gotta tuck my tail. I ain't gonna do that shit. That's just not gonna happen. Okay? We gotta learn, grow, build, and reach a better pinnacle of humanity simply because it's necessary now. So everybody that want me to talk about this is not your show. I'm not gonna talk about what you want to talk about. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. Let's get that clear. That's why I will this podcast. And I love you here with me. But some things are necessary to say because these life lessons that we actually do live, man, they are these they worth it. So let me ask you a question. You rather take a lesson or a loss? I prefer the lesson. I don't take losses. Losses mean somebody see you as not worth a damn, and I don't like that. Oh, no, 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 sir. No, no. You will never treat me as if I'm less than anything. See, that's where we'll draw the line and have a problem. That's how they do. That's how they treat us, though. I ain't for that. Anything I do well, outstanding. I give it my all. I give it my best. You should too, because then you leave it out on the line. You ain't got nothing to be apologetic for. All you have to be is you. And if that ain't good enough, you have to figure something else out. You see what I'm saying? So don't ever cry about a privileged situation. Don't ever cry about something you earned. Don't ever cry about something somebody think they're giving you. Pivot. Show them what they've been missing. Show them what they would miss out on. Show them. You know why? Because you're the only one that can. You're the only one that can give them that heat like that. You ain't talking about me. I'm talking about you. You. Because that's why you listen to the show, because it's in you. The will is within you for you to give the world all you got. Because if anybody don't like you, that's them missing out. That's not your problem. But check it out. Yo, this is the Will Is podcast, and it's just a show about life is a living lesson. Take the lessons, not the losses. Check it out. I'm gonna let y'all go. I ain't gonna hold you. I just wanted to give you some, straight from the heart. Do you understand? Yeah. But y'all take it easy. I'll be back at you soon. Somebody trying to call me, man. I ain't worried about that. But anyway, hey y'all, the will. Say it with me. The will is yours. Yeah. That's right. That's right. They stopped calling. Whatever.